But enough about my issues. Let's focus on other people's issues, shall we? It's always fun. This is Hero Hei, and it's the whole Valkyrie and Pokimane situation. I will send you to Jod. I have no idea what Jod is.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We've got so much stuff to unpack in this video. It's crazy that this
Wait! I know what game this is! This is Trepang!
Has been going on for a week now, and it's still getting worse. Like, it was already tremendously bad.
Did you know
horrible,
that I have
and it's still
worse
getting worse.
spiders?
Meanwhile, his community...
What do you mean, worse spiders? What, do you have the Newcastle big boy?
is still running defense for him and acting like he did nothing wrong and that everyone else is the problem. Another Twitch streamer, Sydneon, has also come out making a statement running defense for Hassan. And Valkyrie, who was defending him a few days ago and got a bunch of backlash for her terrible take. Well, she went to Asmongold and asked Asmongold for advice, to which Asmon kindly and generously gave her advice. And then what does she do? She turns around and throws the guy under the bus. Now, if you saw my video yesterday, you should remember if you watched like the whole thing, because near the end of
I didn't watch it, but I have been following the, well, not following, unintentionally been following the whole drama. It's basically that, yeah. Valkyrie did a really bad take after they had a collab in their podcast with Hassan. She also, I mean, Valkyrie and Pokimane, and they got a whole lot of backlash, not because the episode didn't come out, but because they said, yeah, it's the production team that doesn't want to release the video. Everyone thought, oh, W Pokimane, W Valkyrie for not publishing the episode, but they straight up came out and said, yeah, no, that wasn't our intention. Yeah, we're gonna fire some people and shit. And, you know, that also didn't come across really well. 24
hours or less later, as mentioned, she's now capitulating to their pathetic anger and throwing the later when she mentioned her advice. And then what does she do? She turns around and throws the guy under the bus. Now, if you saw my video yesterday, you should remember if you watched like the whole thing, because near the end of it, I specifically showed how like Valkyrie was getting a ton of heat from her chat when she mentioned that she asked Asmon for advice on how to deal with the backlash.
Asmon?
Her chat was calling Asmon a Nazi. They were crashing out. And now, just like 24 hours or less later, as mentioned, she's now capitulating to their pathetic anger and throwing the dude under the bus. The dude who only helped her out. So let's start with the Valkyrie Asmongold stuff. Beginning with the context of the clip that got her backlash to begin with her terrible comparison where she essentially says that all the anger people have towards Hassan mistreating Kaya, well, that should be going.
I have the Kitarishus Crochet. That is some spider name.
Towards Palestine.
Yes, I have seen the Kaya stuff. It's
yeah.
It's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but
oh fuck, how can you criticize me? There's a genocide going on in a completely different country. How can you how can you criticize me for doing something wrong? I can't believe you. There's such a bigger issue. Why aren't you concentrating on that instead of me? And also Lampropelma violicipus.
You know, this priorities in this world are not where they should be. But alas, it's herd mentality. I mean, I think from the clip, it's understandable why people were very concerned.
Oh, you don't say.
But just knowing Hassan and knowing like how I've been around Kaya a lot and him, and I just like know that he would never ever abuse Kaya.
So yeah, like I said initially, that is such an insane comparison, and it's ridiculous how
Oh, I know. I just shocked my dog. And bro, Salty, please stop giving me arachnophobia syndrome. Please stop. I don't want to hear any more spider names, please. Metallica, that's a band. You're just making shit up now. Stop. Oh god, I hope those are not actual spiders. Anyway, I was making fun of something. I don't remember what I wanted to say, so let's just continue.
his defenders can't comment on this issue
Peter
without
Parker.
trying to just somehow turn into a political virtue signal. But I view that as them desperately trying to deflect from the reality of what's going on. And when she made that take, there were already numerous clips of Hassan mistreating Kaya out there, including a clip of Hassan seemingly pulling the tail of his old dog Fish. And that takes us to the clip of Valkyrie asking Asmongold for advice.
And
Oh,
that's okay.
no.
I messaged 2 people about LSF. I messaged Nick Polam and I messaged
No idea who that
Asmongold.
is.
I asked both of them. I was like,
Salty
hey, I don't really
body.
use Reddit a whole lot, but like, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea if I respond to a post and be like, oh,
Bad,
I understand
really
where you
bad.
guys are coming from.
Stop.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I should have definitely like spoken about it differently. And
What?
both
Why?
of them reassured me that it's a good idea to not.
Yeah,
Because
don't.
I know they're like they're Reddit people, so I was like, they both said they're both very nice, and they both
Oh,
said, yeah,
God.
don't respond. It's not a good idea.
Oh god, Asmongold question mark, Asmon question
Yes.
mark, Asmon really
Yes,
question mark.
Asmongold and Nick Polam, because I
Oh,
know those are
God.
like the 2 people that I know like
Fucking mental illness there.
participate in
Why
Reddit
is
stuff a lot. So
And as you saw in
Oh,
that
no, it's
clip
fine.
and in the intro where I like zoomed in on the chat specifically, they were crashing out at her, which
Yeah.
now takes us to her
Kinda
apology towards her community. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for asking Asmongold for advice and how he kindly gave me advice. But yeah, let me throw that guy under the bus now. This is just so pathetic, bro. I cannot believe this. Really quick, I'll mention
Moomy
too,
podcast.
Tectone made a take.
No.
pointing out how Asmongold will
Welcome,
probably
Tony
forgive
Tectone. Keep it
Valkyrie
away.
and,
Welcome.
you know, say it's like no big deal or whatever, because Asmon is just super nice like that.
I saw the video of Tectone and he basically did a, you know, trash talked Hassan as always. That is to be expected from him, but that's fine. I really don't care about that. And then, of course, the tweet just before Asmon went live, where he predicted what Asmon would say in his stream, responding to the, you know, kind of betrayal from Valkyrie when she reached out for help and then threw him under the bus right after, which, you know, kind of
But
terrible.
I think, you know, it's a terrible thing for her to do. I think it's actually
Yeah.
a disgusting and terrible thing for her to do.
He's not gonna
You
read
know,
it. All right. Asmongold will go live tomorrow. See Valkyrie throwing him under the bus and say, it's okay. I understand why she had to do this. It's no big deal. As he always effing does. This is the man you all call a monster. I've known that dude for nearly 4 years now. The guy is one of the most down-to-earth kind individuals I've ever met. Tired of seeing this shit, good lord. Yeah, honestly. Yes, everyone has bad takes sometimes. Asmon is no exception, but goddamn.
it's a terrible thing for her to do. I think it's actually a disgusting and terrible thing for her to do. To, like I mentioned, I mean, I think we're all thinking it,
Bro,
right? Like,
Hero Hei, I hope this is not your gameplay. Oh my god. As someone who's played Trepang and this mission specifically on like one of the like more challenge, I guess, as long as you're not like really into the game, more challenging game modes. Man, you are slow.
you don't just throw someone under the bus who just helped you out. Like, what the frick? This is like complete rat behavior, like totally backstabbing the dude. It's really,
Yeah,
really
true.
gross. Which I suppose is pretty fitting for someone who's defending a dog abuser. So yeah, that takes us here. Yeet posted, Valkyrie apologizes to her community for DMing Asmongold.
At the end of the day, it is my fault for not being aware enough, and I
Of
apologize
what?
to my community. It was
For
probably
what?
so hurtful, and so jarring. I'm not I'm under a rock, and that's my fault. So I think everyone, including myself, should be more aware of what's going on in the world.
Yeah, what is going on?
Are saying.
Explain.
I just like it is my
because right now you're just virtue signaling. Like God fucking damn, bro.
You gotta love the privilege.
Hold on, what is
It's my fault. It literally no one's fault but my own.
You gotta love the privileged LA streamer Elite talking about how it's good to be aware in the context of her actually limiting her perspective and bending the knee to whatever the hive mind demands. And really, the only thing that she should be apologizing for is her awful comparison earlier. And for
bro, that you're not dead. That in this gameplay, he's not already dead. It's mind blowing to me. These guys are beyond cooked. True. No, but this gameplay. Oh fuck, man! I know I wasn't good at the game, right? But holy shit, bro!
defending Hassan's mistreatment of Kaya. But of course, she's not doing that.
I'm not aware enough, and that's on me.
Oh
You're
my
a good
God.
role model still at this point.
No, she's not.
I don't think so. I don't think I am.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not Ivor, right? Absolutely not. Do not aspire to be me. Hell no. I'm a fucking loser. But I embrace it. Maybe that's my quality. But otherwise, nah, bro.
Okay, I think I have a good job of recognizing when I do mess up and accepting that and being okay with it. But and it's all good. It's all like I hear you guys. I see you guys. You're right. You're so right. And it is 100,000% my fault for not being aware enough.
Of
and
what?
I need to be
that people call Asman a
more
Nazi?
proactive in being aware of
what?
people and what's going on in this world. Listen, guys, even when it's
I've been also messing around with Vinny's AI along with reading the novel that is Cinder's document. Oh damn. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm also gonna keep myself out of that stuff. You know? I don't think I said anything horrible about Cinder back when it first happened. I just, imagined what if my friends betrayed me or some shit like that, and, that made me feel horrible. But otherwise, I just said I'm sorry for the people it happened to, I believe. Yeah. And something about community too, but otherwise, maybe I'll need to apologize. I don't know. I'd have to look back at when it happened, how it happened, what I said.
happening to me, it is 1,000% okay to hold people accountable for actions and mistakes, okay?
All right.
I think that...
do we want to look at your tweet where you said, how can you go after someone who abused his dog instead of looking at the genocide that's going on? It's okay to hold someone accountable, but there's a genocide.
The biggest discourse is seeing...
I don't know if it's her tweet.
I feel like the community is
gotta correct
split.
myself.
Like some people are being too harsh, some people are not being harsh enough, and it's like I see you, okay? It is a good thing. And because of that, I was able to do like a deep dive. I was able to leave my rock and see and be more aware of it. And
in a single day or two? Taps the empathy heat map.
I need to be more aware.
This clip is really unbelievable. Like, how many times did she say that she needs to be aware? And again, the context is her actually doing the opposite and limiting her perspective to bend the knee to the hive mind. And then she talks about why it's important to keep people accountable, but she literally defends what Hassan has done to Kaya, and she still seems to stand by that. She's not holding him accountable at all. And that takes us to the next post by Yeet. Sidion shares her take on Collargate.
But what I do know or have heard about him is that he takes really good care of his dogs. Like, I kind of know.
I'm sorry, but But you saying what I do know, heard of him. Hold on, let's replay that.
On Collargate.
But what I do know or have heard about him
or have
is
heard
that
that part of your sentence makes this hearsay, not a fact that you believe as someone who has witnessed anything.
he takes really good care of his dogs. Like, I kind of know him as like a peripheral acquaintance of him being like a good dog owner. I also am familiar with the e-collar, which appeared to be on Kaya's neck. Now, e-collar training is very common, and especially used for large breeds, to make sure that they have
yeah, there's a level design on it, so you don't shock your dogs to the point where it's painful. Hold on, I gotta go find a loading table there. You don't shock dogs with that electricity where they scream. What circles is this bitch running in? The Habsburg lineage is this circular. If I may, this situation is incredibly rough indeed.
Good behavior. And what the collar does is it vibrates. It doesn't shock. And I've seen...
That has been disproven. That has been disproven. We know what type of collar it is. We know it is an electric collar. We know that he's trying to hide it. Also, he said, oh yeah, it's just a clipping. She just clipped herself. Oh no, it's not an electric collar. It's just a vibrating one. Oh yeah, I vibrated it. She didn't clip herself back then. You know? The switching to what happened, no actual facts.
This e-collar be used on dogs. Now, you know Crash. Crash is just about the most dramatic little guy you've ever met in your life, right? He has used a vibrating e-collar before.
What Hassan said as gospel without question. Indeed, because she doesn't trust her own eyes.
And he has too whimpered in such a way. Because he's dramatic and so my take on it was Kaya was probably being dramatic, a dramatic dog, but I don't know.
Bitch, what the fuck?
That's my take.
A rather interesting top response would read, notice how none of the people defending him are using the claw got caught cope anymore that Hassan himself said was the case.
Of course not.
What's going on, big guy? Why change the story all of a sudden? We're almost at the point of, it's a good thing it happened. And like I said earlier, they all ignored the clip of Fish having his tail yanked on, and how there's numerous clips of Hassan forcing Kaya to sit there for hours on end, not even allowing her to get up to stretch or simply get water. And that takes us to 2 more clips of Hassan mistreating Kaya that have resurfaced. It's pretty disgusting how these clips just keep coming out. There's just more and more of this stuff, and you can presume there's plenty more that people haven't found yet. It's quite disturbing.
Oh, God.
Did you see what Austin is saying and doing in your house? No, but I assume it's annoying. I assume it's like he threw trash everywhere or something, because a lot of people are saying... Someone's been a bad girl in my absence, by the way, and you can tell because she's like literally crying.
What a freaking loser, man. Who treats dogs like this? What? This is actually so freaking gross. She gets up, probably wants to get water or something, and he's no, she's crying as if she should be shamed for that, dude. It's a dog. You're supposed to be taking care of her.
She's not used to place because while I was gone, she got to free roam like a cow the entire day. I don't know if she actually got a decent amount of
something an animal needs. That, or she's deliberately looking for evidence that confirms what that man, who probably got hair plugs in his late 20s, said. I hope one of the dogs unplugs his computer midstream. I don't, because the one that's gonna suffer isn't Hassan, it's gonna be the dog. Sorry, Azurhead, I think you're a retard for that take. You have not thought of the consequences for the dog.
Workout this morning or not, but... No. Okay, she did go to the...
He shocks the dog just because it's not in its bed while he streams. I I fear for the dogs, yes. That's what I'm saying. What is he gonna do if that actually happens? Damn.
Park, apparently. And she's still being a baby, it seems. No, we're not freeing her. She needs to get used to it. She needs to get used to the structure that she had in her life.
You're right. I hope
and
the
then
dog
we've got
finds a
the
better
second
home and
clip. Let's take
is
a look at this
unharmed.
one.
Indeed,
Well, it
indeed.
turns out
that's what we hope for here, right? Because, oh my god, I don't want to imagine what would happen.
there's music playing.
I bet it's gonna be empty the very next stream. God damn.
In the background of this clip. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, and you know how the YouTube algorithm can be with those bots. So I'm going to explain what's going on here. Hassan is showing Kaya in the background on that dog bed, and he brags about leashing her, forcing her to stay on this dog bed for, as he puts it, hours on end.
She has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. She now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end.
So yeah, I decided to play it, but sped up. Hopefully that'll be fine. But I really wanted you to hear that for yourself too. I mean, just unbelievable stuff. It's also disturbing how there are people in his chat celebrating this, saying things like, "I love how you show people what a responsible dog owner looks like," and "Wow, I need my dog trained like this too." It's frightening to think that there could actually be people getting influenced by Hassan and like treating dogs the way he treats his dog. And now we've got Pokimane getting involved too. Before we take a look at her statement, let's
minimum requirement for dog. Minimum requirement for a dog include being microchipped, registered, vaccinated against rabies, and covered by daily exercise, companionship, and a suitable environment with specific cantonal laws and regulations. Yeah. On the bed for hours and hours at a time.
let's take a look at the context.
I care more for phytoplankton rather than Hassan in his chat. You know.
As Dexerto had said, Pokimane and Lily Pichu announced that they've canceled their scheduled podcast episode with Hassan. The full message here reading, "Hey taste buds, this is a tough one to write, but we wanted to give you all a heads up that we're unfortunately going to be missing our first scheduled Saturday video tomorrow. We've been watching the recent drama unfold concerning our guest, and it's been getting intense. We had a serious talk as a crew, and we all agreed that it did not feel right uploading tomorrow's episode at this moment in time. Our community is our favorite thing, and the reason we do this is to create a space that is comfy, as always, and a true escape. We do not want to impact that cozy atmosphere we've all built together. Thanks for always supporting our vision for a fun, positive place to hang out. See you all next week. Sweet and sour staff." And that's the context. Returning to Pokimane's response to this statement, she says, "The episode was supposed to air as usual, but staff refused to upload it out of fear it'd cause drama, and also posted this statement without my approval. Sorry guys."
Yeah, they have a better head on their shoulders than you.
Talk about everything on this week's episode and go on a hiatus afterwards to restructure. One of the top responses to Pokimane's statement here comes from Zeddy Herstone with 10,000 likes, saying, "Throwing your staff under the bus instead of disavowing animal abuse is definitely something I would
Have you tried using shock collars on your crew?"
expect from you." Another with 7,300 likes from Smish Bro MMA says, quote unquote, "Hiatus to restructure. Bro tased his dog repeatedly. You don't need to go on some spiritual awakening journey." And similarly, at the bottom, quote, "Hiatus afterwards to restructure," unquote. Anything just to not call out Hassan. Actual coward. And look at this. Another clip of Hassan mistreating Kaya has resurfaced.
My niece said they all say gay now and the R word. I'm shook. Wait, what do you mean? That's never stopped. That was the case when we were young too. Hey, out. Place. Kaya, place. Go. Go. No, place. Enough of this madness. Look.
Holy shit. I hope Hassan gets a certain dragon as a pet, and I said too much. Okay. The dramatic behavior of Kaya Pokimane That's a cry for help by the dog, you maliciously idiotic clown woman. Indeed.
People have never stopped saying gay and R word. It went away, then it came back. Really? It went away?
And like we've seen so many times now in these various clips that are resurfacing, Hassan seems to reach and or use something in the upper left corner of his desk at the exact same time that Kaya then returns to the bed, which only provides further merit to the reasonable and understandable assessment that many people are coming to, in which it does seem like Hassan is shocking his dog to force her to obey. Now, regardless, even if it's just a vibration collar like he claims, it still seems like he's mistreating Kaya. He won't let this dog get up, even to stretch or get water, it seems, based off all these clips, you know? It's not okay either way, but obviously even worse if he's shocking her, which he might be doing. And in this clip, maybe she just wants to interact with him and the friend that he has over. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like she's like jumping up on the friend and like potentially, you know, clawing the dude or something. She's just interacting like a normal, sweet, kind dog. And this dude is just treating her so poorly. And as many people have said, it's like he treats her like a prop. And meanwhile, his community, what are they saying about all this? Well, a top post on his subreddit from 20 hours ago titled, "This whole livestream fail / Kaya thing just furthering my utter hopelessness for humanity. I know, internet is hardly reality, but this sentiment is disgusting to the point of delusion and mental illness. Oh yeah, it's so awful that people care for animals. It's just destroying my hope in humanity that people care for animals." Bro, what kind of take is this? The lack of self-awareness here too is just astonishing. A top comment in that post saying, "Imagine the human wasted potential in America. Actually, millions of young Americans spend their evening consuming political brain rot instead of doing anything remotely fun or useful."
Do you know what kind of streams Hassan does? Huh?
Just described Hassan's community, the community that you're posting and a part of, person whose comment we're reading. Like, good job. Of course, none of these people have self-awareness at all. They go on to say, "This actually matters to people. Their great victory is to smear one guy while their country implodes. It's just sad, and a reminder of how desperately empty people's lives are." Yeah, coming from the people who literally defend innocent animals getting abused. Bro, you can't talk about people having empty lives. Look in the mirror. And yeah, I think that's the main stuff, so I'm going to leave this video here. But I would also like to apologize for being rather heated throughout this video. To be quite frank, like I said in my initial coverage, I don't enjoy covering this topic, but I would feel worse if I didn't say anything about this stuff going on. So it's just a very upsetting thing to talk about and to cover. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for understanding, though. I hope that you enjoyed my coverage regardless. You know, when I say enjoy, I don't mean like, it was such a funny video, but I mean, like, hopefully it was informative or something like that. You get it. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'll see you in the comments and in the next one.
Bro. This is... Why? How is it getting worse? Like, what? How? Oh my god, hold on, let me just... Here, this is Hero Hei. Go check him out. Leave him a like, subscribe. Me too. Remember the old proverb, it can always get worse? Yeah, same. Oh god. Oh my god, this is just... beyond bad.